Good morning and welcome to Orca News. The headlines. Total COVID-19 cases in Landova is now at 57. Travel restrictions are now lifted in some countries. US and UK may distribute possible COVID-19 vaccine to Landova next year. And Plainsfield Pier to set up quarantine and testing facilities. The total COVID-19 cases in Landova is now at 57. 2 new cases were added, one in Plainsfield City and one in Shuttler. There are now 3 active cases. One is from Plainsfield City, Shuttler, and Picot City each. Recoveries are now at 49. And fatalities is still at 5. The number of total cases per place is the following. 25 are in Shuttler, 14 are in Picot City, 10 are in Plainsfield City, 5 are in Flath Hills Village, 2 are in Old Massa Village, and 1 is in Commerce Valley Terraces Village. Here's the COVID-19 alert level map. Closure still imposed at Lingus Avenue from Gibson Road to Lingus General Hospital. Let's have a live report from George Duncan in that area. George.
Yes, Carson. Lingus Avenue from Gibson Road intersection up to Lingus General Hospital is under closure. Passing of vehicles to the hospital is prohibited. Emergency vehicles such as ambulances are only allowed to enter the closed portion of the road. The Starbucks here is still open for service, but with limited capacity. Back to you, Carson.
Thank you, George. The mayor of Plainsfield City with the health department has set up a quarantine and testing facility at Plainsfield Pier for travelers leaving and arriving from Landova. Let's go live to Amanda Moore. Amanda?
Yes, Carson. The mayor of Plainsfield City with the health department has set up a quarantine and testing facility at Plainsfield Pier. The quarantine and testing facilities are for travel inbound and outbound for Landova. The facilities set up here are regulated by the health department and the local government of Plainsfield City. President Lim's son has said that mandatory testing must be followed for all people leaving and arriving from into Landova. A 1-week quarantine must be followed for all outsiders arriving at Landova. They will be quarantined at the hotel in front of the pier. The mayor of Plainsfield announced that he might order closure along Coastal Road from Middleton Avenue up to Corpus Drive. Locals were said that people were not allowed to come near the pier. Restaurants at the pier are being closed by the mayor. Back to you, Carson.
Thank you, Amanda. Travel restrictions lifted in some countries in Europe as per the president's announcement. Ease of travel restrictions is imposed. No travel restrictions are imposed in Iceland and Ireland. Limited travels are imposed in the United Kingdom, Norway, Finland, and Denmark, including Greenland and the Faroe Islands. Mandatory testing is still in effect for visitors arriving in Landova, and need for immediate quarantine. Outbound travels will still be needing mandatory testing before their scheduled departure. Here's our weather for today. The United States and the United Kingdom will give out once approved COVID-19 vaccine to Landova in 2021. More to report from our international correspondent, Eamon Rhodes. Eamon?
Yes, Carson. The government of the United States and the United Kingdom will now be supporting Landova for distributing their potential once approved COVID-19 vaccine by 2021. The Health Department of Landova will hold the phase-planned budget for the vaccines to be given. The Health Department acknowledges President Limson to coordinate the Budget and Finance Department to plan out a proposed budget next year. Moreover, President Limson will have a meeting with the Health Department in handling the new normal in Landova and receiving the potential COVID-19 vaccines. Carson.
Thank you, Eamon. And that's it for today's news. I'm Carson Nilgers for Orca News. Good morning, everyone.